This is Suzanne Wagner. Thank you for joining me. We are doing the Numerology and Astrology for February 15th, 2022. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 14. And if you add the 1 and the 4 together, you get the number 5. The number 5 is about having the courage to take risks in this complicated world in which we live. It is the number that personifies life itself. Each moment a soul decides to incarnate into this dimension, it holds an element of risk. The patterns that attract us here can also bind us here. We are in a place where attachments are magnetic, and while they act almost as a type of gravity for a soul to stay and play, they are also the basis for getting hooked into the karmic domains of Mara. Mara, in the Buddhist tradition, is the Lord of the senses. Notice the number 5 and the 5 senses. He tempts those seeking enlightenment with doubt, to stop them from mastering this domain. He sent to Buddha his 3 daughters to tempt him. Their names were thirst, desire, and delight. These elements of the demon world are called asura, which are malevolent entities that are also called the corruptors. Their job is to corrupt the thoughts and actions of good souls so they cannot manifest teachings, truths, and clarity. While we live, breathe, and play in this world, each of us will be tempted with the delights of the physical plane. There are ways to learn to let go of being attached while being fully present in the physical plane of existence. When we recognize that thoughts are magnetic in this dimension and they pull things towards us through the laws of attachment, that is when we begin to recognize and hopefully learn to master our thoughts. It is the only way to learn to master this dimension. The astrology today. With the moon in Leo, it supports us in being more respectful to the feelings of others. It supports us in interpersonal relationships. While this can manifest as some forms of drama, it can bring a great creativity to our actions and manifestations. This Leo moon can make us more confident and take new things on and start a preparation process for things that are going to be coming along shortly. The moon will square with Uranus, and that can make us a bit more stubborn. Just remember that your opinion, my opinion, may not be how others see it. Figuring out how to express something important is going to feel blocked or not necessary to others. Don't get mad or pout. Just step back and feel into the flow that is happening. Learning to move with the organic flow will allow one to master that flow eventually and perhaps become able to alter the trajectory ever so slightly. While the rules of this dimension seem tremendously limiting, balance is required, and it may feel that the imposition of boundaries are more and more limiting. My quote for today: being human does not make one superior. Being rude is a soul who does not look at the interior. What is inside shows us where we care. What we believe in makes our life a walking prayer. Humility is a key in a door. It is not a lock that opens more. It is a freedom that comes from deep inside, a smile that we all can see and that a soul cannot hide. When we know ourselves as part of a whole, external entrapments are no longer a goal. The ways to peace are within each of you. Your life is a gift for you to see through into the heart that this soul wants to give and into the compassion that knows how to forgive. And my blog for today. Everyone wants to believe that their government is good, and that conflicts arise because we are misunderstood. But that is not true, and that is the problem, you see. Too much has happened that is about powerful glee. There are those that want to cause harm, especially if that gives them something to strong arm. Some want power over all other things. Some want to be emperors and kings. They care not what the people desire or need. They care only about feeding their own greed. That is why we must always stay alert and aware. We can never ignore when truths want to stare deep into our soul and make us feel afraid. That is the moment when karma is measured and weighed. Doing nothing carries a heavy toll, one we may not discover until we are very old. Thanks, everyone.